Hello, my name is Sweetisha and welcome to our channel Coding with JS. We will learn the rules and best practices for naming variables.
Naming variables sounds like the least important topic here. In practice, it is one of the things that separates good code from bad. There are really two separate questions hiding in it. What names does JavaScript actually allow you to write? And what names will other developers expect to read? Those questions have completely different answers. Let us start with the ordinary everyday case. This is a normal variable holding a piece of text. Notice how the two words are joined together. The first word is lowercase, the second is capitalized. That style is called camelCase because of the hump in the middle. It is the default for variables and functions in JavaScript. Every built-in method you use follows it. Matching that style makes your code look like it belongs. Think of toUpperCase or query selector or add event listener. Now here is a different kind of value entirely. This one is a fixed limit that will never change. It is written in capitals with underscores between the words. That style is often called screaming snake case. It signals a value that is fixed for the whole program. Configuration values and magic numbers usually look like this. Note that not every const gets this treatment. A const holding a user object is still ordinary camelCase. The shouting style is reserved for true fixed constants. Things that are known before the program even starts. An API base URL or a maximum retry count are good examples. Classes get their own style as well. Here the very first letter is capitalized too. That is called PascalCase and it marks a constructor. So when you read a capitalized name being called, you expect new. It is a small signal that carries real meaning. Built-in constructors follow it too, like date and promise. So the convention is reinforced every time you use the language. There are two more characters worth knowing about. A leading underscore is a very old convention. It means this is internal, please do not touch it. The engine does not enforce that at all. It is purely a message to other developers. Modern JavaScript has real private fields using a hash symbol. But you will still see the underscore convention everywhere. The $sign is also completely legal in a name. It has no special meaning to the language whatsoever. By tradition, it often marks a variable holding a DOM element. That habit came from older libraries like jQuery. It is a convention, not a rule, and you can ignore it. Now let us cover what the language actually allows. A name can contain letters, digits, underscores, and $signs. But it cannot start with a digit. It has to begin with a letter, an underscore, or a $. Unicode letters are allowed too, so accented characters work. Although in practice, English identifiers travel better. Now the names that will simply refuse to run. This first one begins with a digit. The parser sees a number and expects a number to follow. Instead, it finds letters and it gives up immediately. That is a syntax error which happens before anything runs. Not a single line of your program executes. The second illegal case is a reserved word. Words like class, return, function, and const belong to the language. You cannot borrow them for your own variables. The parser reports an unexpected token and stops. There are around 40 of these reserved words. You do not need to memorize them though. Your editor will highlight them in a different color. If a name lights up as a keyword, pick another one. The third illegal case is punctuation. Names cannot contain spaces because a space separates tokens. And they cannot contain hyphens because that is subtraction. A hyphen would be read as one name minus another. Which is precisely the problem camelCase was invented to solve. There is one rule that catches everybody at least once. JavaScript is case-sensitive, completely and unforgivingly. A lowercase name and a capitalized name are different variables. They do not refer to the same box in memory at all. This produces bugs that are genuinely hard to see. Your eyes read the word, not the capitalization. A linter catches this instantly, which is why teams use one. Booleans deserve a convention of their own. Prefixing them with is or has makes code read like English. Compare a variable called active with one called isActive. Inside an if statement, the second one reads as a question. That tiny change makes conditionals much easier to scan. None of these conventions are enforced by anything. The engine will happily run badly named code. It is your teammates who enforce conventions in review. And your future self 6 months later at midnight. Consistency matters far more than which style you picked. Follow whatever the existing codebase already does. Finally, the most useful naming test I know. If a name needs a comment to explain it, rename it. A variable called d with a comment saying days is just days. Short names save typing and cost reading time forever. Reading happens far more often than writing does. Optimize for the reader every single time. So to bring it together. Legally, names use letters, digits, underscore, and dollar. They cannot start with a digit or reuse a reserved word. By convention, camelCase for variables and PascalCase for classes. Screaming capitals for true constants, is or has for booleans.